Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
This is your Weather Extreme video for Sunday, October the 16th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and let's get right to some Skycam imagery this morning. We've got a shot at this insane hour of 5 a.m. from Selma, and then another beautiful shot this morning with clear skies as we look at the courthouse at Fayette. At the surface map, we've got a little complication going on here, and that is we do have a large surface high-pressure area, but those clouds in the western Caribbean that are near the Yucatan Peninsula are actually showing signs of some development, and the National Hurricane Center is watching that area. But in the meantime, in the upper atmosphere, we're actually dealing with a very significant trough coming into the north central United States, and that's going to be digging out and carving out a big trough over the eastern half of the country, and that's going to be bringing us some cooler weather. But for now, looks like temperatures around central Alabama at 5 a.m. generally sitting in or near the 50-degree mark, with many spots getting down actually into the upper 40s this morning. QPF kind of tells the story. It looks like the moisture will be somewhat limited, but it does look like Tuesday is going to be our best chance for rain. In the meantime, of course, we're dealing with all that tropical moisture over Florida and the Keys, and you can see down there we're talking about 6 to 8 inches of rain as a possibility over the next 5 days. As far as thunderstorms go across the United States, we're pretty calm as the Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking any area for a significant threat of severe weather, and the only sea text where there's any possibility is down over Florida. Again, in the tropics, the National Hurricane Center watching 2 areas. Number 1, in the western Caribbean. Now, the thing about that is right now part of that circulation is over land, so it's not likely to develop real fast, but still it's up to 40% chance of some development over the next 48 hours. And then the one way out in the middle of the Atlantic is not looking at any development right now. The morning 0Z GFS run, there's our surface map for this morning. For midday, actually. Shows the surface high, so we're going to have a nice, beautiful, warm day across central Alabama. Here comes the developing trough as we look at the 500 millibar chart for Monday, day off here. And that trough will be bringing a front down into the central part of the United States and across the southeastern U.S. We see the trough developing and digging in deeply on the 18th or Tuesday, and that should bring the front down into the area. So it looks right now like the biggest threat for rain is going to come on Tuesday. I think primarily, based on the timing of the GFS, it looks like it'll probably be more late morning, afternoon, and evening hours than it will be any other time, but it could extend into the late night and early morning hours of Wednesday, and you can see all that tropical moisture down there off of the coast of about Apalachicola. So we're going to have to be watching that, but it seems like the front coming across is going to protect us from anything in there. The trough really digs in. Notice that northerly fetch coming from central Canada all the way down into the lower Mississippi River Valley on Wednesday, and of course that should push everything on out, but it does look like we might be dealing on Wednesday with some wraparound moisture. But take a look at that thickness value. Wow, 540 line dipping all the way to Birmingham. Now, probably on Wednesday morning, clouds will help and the breeze will help keep things from getting too chilly. But then, as the trough moves on a little bit, skies should clear, and we may have a very chilly morning on Thursday with a possibility of some frost. The trough edges on out a little bit, and the northwesterly and northerly flow dampens just a little bit, not quite as strong on Friday. By Saturday, the trough is beginning to flatten out just a little bit, and then on Sunday, a week from today, we see another trough beginning to come through the flow up there near the western Great Lakes and in southern Canada, and that too will be bringing a front across, but that's verging onto voodoo country, so we'll be dealing with that a little bit later. We'll deal with the first one first and get it out of here first. So again, Tuesday looks like the best threat for some rain, another couple of warm days. The GFS long range, voodoo country as James calls it, looking very progressive. That is, we're going to have a series of systems. There's another one around the 26th. and this is for 12Z in the morning. And then again at the very end of the period around the Halloween, and it does look like the flow becomes a little bit more zonal, but still we have a series of waves, and you can see one short wave coming across the north central part of the United States. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. Appreciate your staying subscribed. James should be back with the next one at first thing Monday morning. In the meantime, thanks for coming out to WeatherFest. We had a great crowd out there. I understand the crowd was estimated to be about 3,000, so appreciate everyone coming out. Hopefully we'll do that again next year. In the meantime, have a wonderful day and Godspeed.
Being Alabama's news leader means digging deeper to get you the facts, working harder so you have all sides of the story, and not being afraid to tell the truth. Every day you award us by making ABC 3340 Alabama's most watched news. And now the Associated Press has named us Alabama's most outstanding news operation. That's 9 times since 1996, more than all other stations combined. And that's 9 more reasons you should trust the news leader. ABC 3340.